Walk round the compound.
See the big cats. See the big cats. Little ditty about Big Cat Derek. But nothing rhymes with Derek, and I don't have time to sing anything else.
You got some, sometimes they'll have like kind of drool drip onto his chest. And then like, of course, we've been having trees have been budding. So then he'll get like just sticks and tree buds caught in his drool fur. But it'll like it'll fall out, it'll brush out. Actually fairly easy. For as fuzzy of a dog as he is, Pyrenees actually have some pretty, they've got weird kind of fur, magic fur, that almost like self-cleans. It's a nice day out. It's generally enjoyable, palatable. Last couple of days actually, they were starting to feel kind of hot. It does help that there's a bunch of clouds in the sky. Keeping that one. Yeah. So you can't completely do all of that sun business. Funny sun business. That sunny business. What's so sunny? Hello all you big cat lovers out there, it's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hi, how are you? I always gotta try to make sure that there's like a nice kind of like, you know, like, because if I don't, then Melissa will take like, all she has to work with for the thumbnail is like just, you know, like, I don't know, this kind of things. Don't use that by the she will. Mr. Goliath. It looks like he's sleeping. I don't want to wake him. Or are you coming over to say hi? Well, that's cool. She has some paint on her, so if you see any weird colors, just don't be like, freeze frame at approximately 3 minutes and 7 seconds. I think I saw a little bit of a discoloration on Noe's interior, you know, chesticle area, so please. Yeah. There was some painting that was being done yesterday. We had some sweet guests, and one of the activities that a lot of times we'll do, not every time, but a lot of times, is some painting, because Noe's very good at painting. But yeah, she still has a little bit on her. It's all non-toxic, like the stuff that kids can use. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at her. She's like, I've got purple and red on me. I don't know. I'm like an Easter egg. Tell my wife hello. Which may be one of my all-time favorite Futurama lines. And Ross is in there. I have to go all the way around. Everything is so green. Everything is so green, very early for things to be green. Which is fantastic. Because that means mowing. A lot of mowing. and regular mowing. Consistent, reoccurring mowing of a mowy nature. Malika! 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 So yeah, a lot of mowing. We were mowing yesterday evening into last night. Heidi was on the zero turn here on the compound on the orange, coincidentally called Turf Tiger. That's the brand, or the make or the model or whatever. And I was actually out in the fields with the with our blue tractor, our New Holland. And I got 2 fields done, and I was about halfway on the 3rd field, and I kind of sort of broke the PTO. Oh my gosh. Look at Rasa. Yeah! I heard voices! Hold on, Rasa. Stay there. Don't go inside. Luca, stop being cute. Luca, quit it. I can't leave when you're like this. Rasa, stay there. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. But the PTO is like, it's the spinny augury thing that you can connect to a tractor, and then you can put it to whatever the attachment is. It spins like a drivetrain. So if you have a farming implement that requires some form of rotation to power like the machinery, like you connect the piece of machinery to the tractor, but then you connect the PTO also to the tractor, and then that power. So there's the 3 points of contact that actually connect the machine and make sure the machine doesn't fall off, and then the spinny thing that makes sure that the actual machine can work. I broke the spinny thing. It's okay, Calvin fixed it. I mean, like, when he explained what he had to do, it just made me realize just how lucky we are to have him. Hi. Oh, yeah. Hello. Hello to you. Look, we got Noe in the background. Oh, that's great. Rasa. Psst. Up here. Hey, up here. Come on. It's such a pretty shot. Okay. Yeah. If you only saw. Rasa. Look at, this is so weird. I'm crunching stuff in my hands. Crunching stuff. It's so interesting. Look this way. I don't have to. I don't have to. Perfect. I think I got it. Okay. Whew. That's a good one. That's a good one. And, you know, when you get a good shot of some of our older gals, you know, it's, you wanna preserve that. You want to preserve those memories. Yes, I saw you. I talked to you. I have to keep moving. There was other cats that were saying hi. Noe, I'm sorry. I know, your paint is very pretty. She's like, but I put on makeup. It's like when you, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of parents, they like come in and they have like a 3-year-old. It's just like, but I'm like, I'm so pretty. I know. Good boy. He's a good boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Now, I still have to go around to see Jake. Old Jacob. Hi, Luca. Hey, big boy. Hi, big guy. Hi, big man. Man. It's not big man. Man. It's big man. It's like M-Y-A-H-N. Man. Big man. Man. All right. It's either like a Blair Witch thing or maybe I wonder, vacant, yeah, maybe a bird will, because it's, you know, obviously been an abandoned birdhouse, but be a good spot for them. Who knows? Oh, Jacob! And then someone would be like, you shouldn't have touched it because the smells, and then they don't do. That's a wives' tale. You should never touch a baby bird. I try to put it back in the nest because the mom. No, mom will be like, thank you for returning my baby. I think that that's, you know, still at the same time, like, that doesn't mean that you should ever go. Okay, I realize now, kids watch this. It doesn't mean go and touch birds. Don't do it. Just leave them alone. Watch. Look, don't touch. Unless, of course, you see one and it's clearly on the ground and there's like a nest up high, then go and find your dad's ladder. Make it the biggest one you can. That's why I always have to click, no, these videos are not made for kids whenever I upload these things to YouTube. That's one of their, you have to like click a bunch of different settings. And one of them, is this for kids? No. That's why. Because I give terrible advice. You know, so I'm like, this is past my time, but there was a brief moment. There's that old like Nickelodeon thing, Cat Dog. I never saw a full episode of it, but I did see like bits and pieces. I knew it was a thing. Like I said, it became a cartoon a little bit after I started, or after I stopped watching a lot of cartoons. I still watch cartoons, you know, but they just, you know, my palates and my interests, you know, they became more refined, more mature. And that was probably also, you know, like once, what was it, like Hey Arnold and Cat Dog started coming around. I'm like, well, back in my day when the Nicktoons were coming around, it ain't no Doug. Oh, they used to make them right when I was a whippersnapper. And meanwhile, it was like literally like 3 years in the prior to that time. Oh boy. Ah. Jiminy Hanukkah. And that's all we got from him. One little roll. Bit of a diva, but that's okay. He's allowed to be. When you can put keisters in seats, you get to be a bit of a diva. And boy, Luke, it does. Yeah. Hey, bud. Oh, boy. I think I was probably like the perfect age to catch that first round of Nicktoons. The OG round. Which it was, what, Doug, Rugrats, and Ren and Stimpy. And I believe they started, what was it, like 1990? 1991? Which at that time, I was probably about 6. So again, perfect. Just like, oh my gosh. There are these new, these hip new shows. They speak to me. I watched a lot of Nickelodeon, and then, you know, we eventually, this is like more like Cartoon Network. I don't think that we had Disney, maybe not until later. I think about times, and I'm sure that other people probably have like a similar experience where it's like our cable package, back when we, you know, everyone had cable. Who had satellite? That's crazy. Oh my gosh, one of the Richie Richards up on the hills, right? And then, of course, you know, you go back like another 10 or 15 years prior to that. I'm like, oh, wow, you got cable? Well, what, the bunny ears aren't good enough for you? And then people are like, bunny ears? What are you talking about? I got my radio. I listen to my stories on the radio. Drink more Ovaltine. Look at you pretty girls being sweeties. Squeezies. I don't know why I added like an H in the middle of it. Squeezies. What's going on? Squeezies. But yeah, I think about things sometimes in terms of when certain channels became available. And I know that for like a good chunk of my early childhood, like we had a cable package that allowed for Nickelodeon, but not Disney. But then maybe later on, like when I was like, so once I was like a teenager and I didn't care, then I think there was like, we had a Disney thing going on. But probably when I actually would have watched the programming, didn't have it. And I do remember seeing a post somewhere, I don't know if it was like on a Tumblr or a Twitter, where it's like Nickelodeon was basically Disney for hard-working middle-class kids. You're just getting, yeah, you got your lunch pail coming home at the end of a long shift. You just want to sit down, you want to watch some Rugrats. You want to unwind with you know, a cold high C and an episode of Rugrats. Pop you on some Nickelodeon, you know. Those white-collar kids, they're watching Disney Channel. The Richie Richards up on the hill. I remember when I would go and visit my aunt and uncle who lived in Madison, Wisconsin. That was a big deal, a big to-do, because they got MTV. I'd never had MTV in the house growing up. Probably there's MTV. It's where, again, I'm talking about the years in which MTV was like still somewhat relevant. They still played music videos. Yeah. Did not have MTV growing up. So whenever I got to go and visit my aunt and uncle, I got to, there was an opportunity, like, I'm going to go over to the TV room. You guys, like, have grown-up conversations over here. I'm going to go over to the TV room. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Beavis and Butthead. Ah. But it actually worked. It's not always like not always a good happy ending for these stories. Not always a good and happy ending. My parents used to go to concerts more often, and a lot of times, like, large-scale concert tours would go through Madison. And when they went through Madison, they would go to Camp Randall Stadium, which is where the Wisconsin Badgers play. It's where the Wisconsin Badgers play their football games. It's where they play their football contests. And I've gone to a number of different games at Camp Randall. It's actually the Wisconsin Badgers they're probably the most frequent live sporting event that I've seen. But then concerts would also go there. So like your larger acts, your U2. I know that when Pink Floyd was on tour, they went through Camp Randall back in 1994 Pulse Tour for Delicate Sound of Thunder, etc. Rolling Stones went through Camp Randall. And there was a time, and it was actually before the Bridges to Babylon tour, that's when my parents took me to that. And that was like in 7th grade. That was like one of the coolest experiences. My parents actually took me to go see the Rolling Stones when I was in 7th grade. Wild. But the time before that, it was like 2 or 3 years prior to the Bridges to Babylon tour, they were also touring. And maybe it was like was it the Tattoo You tour? I can't remember. Either way, the Rolling Stones were at Camp Randall Stadium, which literally is maybe like 4 or 5 blocks away from my aunt and uncle's house in Madison. So it was always great. You go and stay at Aunt Sharon and Uncle Ken's place, and then, you know, you can go and visit family and go to a concert or go to a sporting event. It was nice. And my parents went to that concert, and they were rocking out, they were jamming, having a good time. And I was at home, and Beavis and Butthead happened to be on. So it's like, oh my God. And it was like back-to-back episodes. So I'm just like, yes, I never get to see this. Yes, yes. My older cousin, Sandy, she was going to take me and my siblings. I asked, like, hey, do you want to go and kind of walk around the stadium and just kind of check things out and stuff like that? You know, it's just it's an event. You can kind of go, like, see what's going on. And my other siblings, my older brother, my older sister, Ray and Kate, were just like, yeah, let's do that. That's awesome. Let's go. I was like, I'm good. I'm watching Beavis and Butthead. I don't want to walk around the stadium. There's a lot of people. It just doesn't seem appealing to me. Whatever. They were gone for like an hour, 2, something like that. Come to find out that my cousin Sandy ran into like someone that she knew who worked security at Camp Randall Stadium, and went like, yeah, come on, yeah, come and see the concert. So then my brother and sister got to go inside and like see the Rolling Stones, and I'm just like, yay, Beavis and Butthead, yes, yes. But I remember even at the time, just like, well, that kind of sucks. I would have liked to see that. At that point, I'd never seen a concert before. I would have liked to have seen that, but at the same time, I was also like, hey, I still get to watch Beavis and Butthead. Like, so is it a complete loss? I don't think so. Anyway, Thank you for watching this episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hashtag Dorbus Award in the comment section below. Like and subscribe for all of your big cat goodness. And if you want to learn more about the facility or on me, you can always visit the website, carerescuetexas.com, for more information. You keep those tigers fed. Big shout out to the extra fancy patrons. I see you. You are so fancy, and thank you so much for your continued support. And we'll see you next time. All right. Bye-bye.
Monkey's buttered toast. Munchie saw a ghost. Miko weighs the most.